Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan here. We have a major bombshell today from House Speaker Mike Johnson that you do not want to miss. All right, you will not believe what's happening to Mike Johnson. A lot of people are asking him and calling for him to step down, Speaker of the House. Donald Trump even threatened Mike Johnson with his job, said he has to do this or else he ain't getting a job. It was kind of funny because Mike Johnson and Trump are like really good friends. I've done a lot of research, insider intel research. Mike Johnson and his wife Kelly Johnson, they're both Christian, and Donald Trump and Melania are also Christian, and they hang out a lot. So very interesting the way Donald Trump, he's like, I don't care that you're my friend. This is business, baby. This is our country. Country over friendship. And I love how Donald Trump isn't afraid to stick it to good old Mike Johnson. Hey Mikey, he likes it. By the way, this clip comes from the Daily Fafo. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel because they post really good clips. They already posted this yesterday. I'm just catching up. Let's tune in, guys.
Grateful that tonight, in bipartisan fashion, with overwhelming majority of votes, we passed the American Relief Act of 2025. This is a very important piece of legislation. It funds the government, of course, until March of 2025. That was a big priority for us. This is America First legislation because it allows us to be set up to deliver for the American people. In January, we will make a sea change in Washington. President Trump will return to D.C. and to the White House, and we will have Republican control of the Senate and the House. Things are going to be very different around here. This was a necessary step to bridge the gap, to put us into that moment where we can put our fingerprints on the final decisions on spending for 2025. We also, in this bill, as you know, took care of Americans who desperately needed and deserved the assistance. We had a record hurricane season. Hurricanes Helene and Milton in particular did dramatic damage across at least 6 states. The Carolinas and Virginia, from Florida, Tennessee, all the way through. And they had been waiting for the federal government to assist. We did that tonight in this bill. We also took care of our farmers, many of whom were on the brink of collapse because of Bidenomics, frankly, because the inflationary cost of their inputs and the inability they have right now to get loans from the banks and the lenders to put their crops in the ground, to put the seeds in the ground in the spring. So we had to take care of that, and we did. We are excited about this outcome tonight. We're grateful that everyone stood together to do the right thing. And having gotten this done now as the last order of business for the year, we are set up for a big and important new start in January.
Do you think Mike Johnson is a phony? It makes me question whether or not he would have been doing this if it had not been for all the pressure that came out from people like Benny Johnson, Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, Donald Trump. Mike Johnson got a ton of pushback on this whole deal, and it makes me wonder, was he just gonna sign it and just be like, oh, I'm just gonna sign it. I'm just gonna stick to our old bureaucratic, bull crud, overspending nonsense, and, or is he like, because there was one post that Benny Johnson made that really went off on Mike Johnson. It was this one right here. Breaking news. Trump has come out totally against the massive bloated House spending bill. Trump wants to fight against the grotesque government overspending to start right now. Speaker Mike Johnson is considering replacing his massive waste-filled continuing resolution spending bill with a quote-unquote clean version. The Cromnibus has 72 pages. Oh, CR Omnibus, expanding the Pandemic Preparedness Act, enabling mandates, emergency powers, and gain-of-function research. And, you know, it says the continuing resolution exempts Congress members from Obamacare exchanges. The continuing resolution bill would fund 12 new biolabs. The woke continuing resolution bill mentions changing the term offender to justice-involved individual. It's legitimately insane the number of selfies Mike Johnson has posted with Elon and Vivek, the worst type of grotesque political opportunism. Pose with a photo, then backstab them and the American voters behind the camera. It's truly sick. I doubt he'll be speaker for very long. Yeah, I mean, you see him right here. He's hanging out with Dana White, Elon Musk, Kid Rock, John Shahidi, Donald John Trump, RFK Jr., and Vivek Ramaswamy. But then he goes and pulls a fast one. So it's like, you know, it makes me question Mike Johnson, because I do like this guy, but I'm like, was he just gonna sign it, you know? Can we trust this guy to be our House Speaker for 4 years? You know, I feel like once Trump does get in, I feel like he will be very, you know, willing to work with Trump, but I mean, just so far, it's interesting. So anyways, big update today from House Speaker Mike Johnson. Let me know your thoughts on this one down below, and big thank you, big shout out to Daily Fafo for this clip. Go ahead and subscribe to them if you want. I'll have a link down below to the Daily Fafo because they post really, really good clips. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this one down below.